that in fact in the West there was lots of talk about, well, this is the kind of liberal version of Islamist politics. And along with that came a recognition that Turkey had, despite some bumps in the road, by the standards of the region, had a relatively liberal attitude toward the press, relatively. What happened? What was the process that led us to where you now have the most
I remember those days, even most of the established international media was dancing around this guy, Mr. Erdogan, the president. And they were saying that, and you'll recognize this narrative now, real people brought real democracy to Turkey, and it was excruciatingly painful to read this in the most prominent newspapers or magazines, because we were actually, at least some of us, were aware that this is not the real story, one, and it's going to get worse, which did at the end of the day. Today, and I was afraid that you were going to ask the number of imprisoned journalists. Thank God you didn't, because nobody can really know, because it's changing every day.
But it's a few hundred, right?
It is around 200. And it is, this tragedy repeating itself, it doesn't become a farce, as you said. And it is tragic. And the most tragic part is, now all these people being imprisoned, not only journalists, by the way, academics, writers, novelists, and so on and so forth, ordinary people as well. It's becoming normal now. It is normalizing. Not only the repetition of the, imprisonment or legal harassment, but also the, constant legitimization of it with certain discourse. Is horrifying, and this is almost like fear of empire of fear in Turkey. It is, you don't have to be imprisoned necessarily. Yeah.
Excuse me, can I get some water?
I know it's choking. Yeah.
Similar in Moscow? I mean,
yes.
Okay. Now we can talk about Russian conspiracy.
We just left you speechless, right, David? That's the truth.